Hello, crypto world. Welcome to the Chart Historian. My name is Justin, and on this channel, I delve deep into crypto charts, exploring chart structures, fractals, and patterns. So today, I have a split screen with Bitcoin on top and XRP on bottom. And I'd like to present to you an argument that is essentially an argument against what I currently believe. But it is an observation I came across which I found interesting, and I believe I should share it, and I believe I should keep an open mind to it because I could be wrong in my viewpoint. So, if you're not familiar with my overall Bitcoin structure thesis, that is corrective structures, please watch this video over here. In there, I go into detail and go through the entire chart or history of Bitcoin, showing the two different types of corrective structures that Bitcoin makes. I label them pattern A and pattern B. Essentially, they're similar, but at the bottom, a pattern A does a V bottom, whereas a pattern B does a bounce. So, just a quick recap of the structure. So, Bitcoin does an initial peak, which is, I believe, right here, after which it does a retrace, and from that retrace, it does 3 waves down to a capitulation point. At that capitulation point, since this is a pattern B, I believe it will do a bounce. So I have believed that this is wave 1, and I currently still believe this. This is wave 2, and we have been embarking on wave 3, which will bring us to a capitulation point, at which point it will do a bounce and then move on into its recovery. However, when I place the XRP chart next to the Bitcoin chart, I see a similar structure that Bitcoin traditionally does, where it has the initial peak, and then it does the retrace, and then it does the series of waves down to the bottom, with the first retrace wave being the highest, working its way down to the capitulation point. What I find interesting in this structure when compared to the Bitcoin structure is that this point right here actually corresponds to this wave right here, which makes me reconsider, or at least think twice about the current belief I've had that this is wave 1. So in theory, if this is wave 1, how would that change things? Well, let's examine this. So this would be wave 1, this would be wave 2, this would be wave 3, and we would be currently working on that bounce. Now, if this is truly the case, then at the bounce, price generally comes back to this low right here. There has been historical precedence where it goes a little bit below it, and there's also historical precedence where it stays a little bit above it at that bounce. So, if this is truly that bounce, we should expect price to remain the same. Now, let's switch back to XRP. If that is wave 1 right over here, that would mean that XRP has essentially completed its capitulation fractal, which I believe that this is right here is the capitulation fractal, and it's still currently working it out. So the capitulation fractal does a swoop that brings it down to a capitulation point, at which point it moves back up and into a different phase or season, if you will, in the XRP chart structure. Now, if this over here is indeed wave 1, then I would have to say that this was that capitulation fractal, and then we have this strange kind of thing over here. There is precedent for a bounce, but this is not, historically speaking, this is not so normal. Put it that way. Could be. Let's just continue to entertain this idea that this is that capitulation fractal. So if it is, we would we should expect XRP to make a move up pretty soon. However, if we go back to the standard belief that this is wave 1, this is wave 2, and we are currently working out wave 3. Wave 3 should touch this line right here, could go above it, but if it does, it should come back down and bring it down to a new low. It should substantially go lower than here, in the same way that wave 1 brought the price here and wave 2 substantially brought it to a new low. So we should expect something similar to that if this is indeed wave 3. If this over here is the capitulation fractal, which I currently believe it is, because structurally it seems to be similar to that capitulation fractal, we should see XRP go below this low right here down to a capitulation point, at which point it moves on into a kind of range-bound sideways time that is different from the declining structure that we have been in. If you find this type of video interesting, where I analyze chart structures, fractals, and patterns, you should hit that subscribe button, because you'll be notified when I put out new videos, which I do on a regular basis. If you found value in this video, please hit that thumbs up button. It really does mean a lot to me. You know, I am not a financial advisor, so none of this should be construed as investment or financial advice. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you catch my next one. Have a great day, and bye for now.